The phone vibrates at 2:13 a.m. No name. No message. Just an address. You already know what that means. Apartment 4C. Third floor. No elevator. Cash under the sink. Half now. Half after proof. $12,000. 3 months ago, you were driving for rideshare, calculating whether $47 in your checking account could survive until Friday. Now you're cleaning a suppressor in your kitchen. The first rule is simple. Don't ask why. Names get people killed. Motives get people killed slower. You're new, so you still think this is about shooting. It isn't. It's about discipline. The hallway smells like cigarette smoke and old carpet. You count footsteps through the wall. Television running. Sports commentary. He opens the door halfway. That's all you need. 2 shots. Center mass. 1 to confirm. 6 seconds. You're back in your car before the commentators finish the play. Your hands shake on the steering wheel. Not from fear. From adrenaline. You tell yourself he deserved it. You tell yourself someone else would have done it anyway. You tell yourself 12 grand changes things. By morning, the money is in your gym bag. You don't look at the news. That's level 1. You do what you're told. You survive by being forgettable. Disposable. Useful. And for the first time in your life, people with real power know your name. 3 months later, they stop giving you addresses. Now they give you files. Printed. No digital trail. Manila folders. Burner phone. Cash in vacuum-sealed bricks. Your rate rises. $12,000 becomes $40,000. Then $75,000. Then 6 figures. The jobs change. No more random debtors or corner dealers. Now it's union leaders. Witnesses. Middle managers. People who become inconvenient. You learn the second rule. The kill is never the hard part. Getting close is. You spend 6 weeks learning one target's routine. Every Tuesday, 7:40 a.m., he buys coffee. Double espresso. No sugar. Always from the same cafe. Always alone. Predictability kills. You become patient. Cold. Professional. You stop seeing targets as people. They become schedules. Patterns. Weaknesses. You notice something unsettling. Your guilt doesn't disappear. It gets organized. Compartmentalized. You still remember faces. You just don't feel much about them. That scares you. At first. Then it becomes useful. People begin saying your name quietly. Not publicly. In rooms with no phones. You want certainty. Use him. Reputation becomes currency. And yours is growing. You're no longer muscle. You're insurance. When failure is unacceptable, they call you. Your fee starts at $250,000. Upfront. Non-negotiable. You travel now. Hotels under aliases. Private terminals. Clean passports. Fake identities so convincing even you pause looking at them. The real currency becomes information. Not violence. Information. Who is sleeping with whom? Who is stealing? Who is talking? Who is scared? Every hit starts with intelligence. The best assassinations don't look like murders. A break line. An overdose. A fall from a balcony. A heart attack triggered by the wrong medication. You begin appreciating subtlety. Gunshots are messy. Silence is elegant. You rationalize everything. You're not chaotic violence. Your precision. A tool. A solution. That distinction matters to you. Because if you're just a murderer, everything collapses. So you build rules. No children. No collateral. Clean exits. Professional standards. It helps you sleep. Most nights. But sleep gets lighter. You check exits in every room. You sit facing doors. You scan reflections in glass. Paranoia stops feeling irrational. Because now people fear you. And feared men attract enemies. They clear the room. It's just you and him now. The boss doesn't speak immediately. He studies you. That means something. Because men like him never waste silence. Then he slides a folder forward. Inside is a photograph. Someone you recognize. One of your own. A handler. Internal. Trusted. Compromised. Selling information. The boss speaks. One question. He leans in. Can I still trust you? Not because the targets are bigger. Because now loyalty is being tested. You understand the real hierarchy. At the bottom, you kill strangers. In the middle, you kill threats. Higher up, you kill betrayal. And betrayal is personal. You compromise something irreversible here. You stop separating work from relationships. Everyone becomes conditional. Friendship becomes leverage. Loyalty becomes transactional. Trust becomes expensive. You execute the handler in a warehouse at 1:17 a.m. No speech. No explanation. He knows why. So do you. When it's over, something disappears. Not your conscience. Something quieter. The part of you that believed belonging meant safety. Now you understand. In this world, closeness is vulnerability. And vulnerability gets exploited. You are trusted now. Which means you're dangerous. And trapped. You stop introducing yourself. You don't need to. Your reputation enters first. Entire operations change when people hear you're involved. Meetings get cancelled. Witnesses disappear. Deals suddenly close. Fear travels faster than bullets. You've become a psychological weapon. Clients pay $1.8 million for exclusivity. Retainers. Not jobs. Retainers. They pay just so nobody else can hire you. That's power. But power changes your mind. You become detached. Not emotionally numb. Strategically numb. People's panic feels distant. Predictable. A senator begs. A cartel lieutenant offers triple. A banker cries. Different clothes. Same fear. You begin seeing the pattern. Everyone thinks power protects them. It doesn't. Power just raises the price of failure. You own penthouses you never sleep in. Cars registered to shell companies. Accounts spread across 6 countries. You clear $18 million in 18 months. None of it feels real. Money solved survival. It didn't solve isolation. The fewer people who can reach you, the less human you feel. You don't pull triggers anymore. You assign them. This changes everything. Violence feels cleaner from distance. A secure phone. A coded phrase. A payment released. Someone disappears. You never even leave your chair. This is where morality erodes fastest. Because distance removes friction. You're managing teams now. Surveillance specialists. Drivers. Cleaners. Forgers. Digital erasure crews. 23 people. Only 7 know your face. Nobody knows everything. Compartmentalization is survival. The third rule of power becomes obvious. Never hold the weapon if someone else can. Leverage beats force. Now your real job isn't killing. It's deciding. Who matters? Who becomes an example? Who gets spared? You issue an order on a Tuesday. By Friday, a man in Brussels is gone. By Sunday, his company stock drops 14%. One death. Billions move. That's when you understand. You were never in the murder business. You're in the power business. Violence was just the language. And now. You're fluent. Nobody says your name anymore. Not because they forgot. Because they don't dare. You exist as rumor. A myth inside encrypted chats. Some think you're retired. Some think you're dead. Some think you were never one person. That ambiguity protects you. Invisibility becomes absolute power. Governments fail to track you. Agencies build profiles. All incomplete. Wrong age. Wrong face. Wrong country. Perfect. But there's a cost. No family. No old friends. No real attachments. You burned every bridge to eliminate leverage. Birthdays disappear. Holidays disappear. Home disappears. You live inside secured compounds, safe houses, private flights. Luxury without intimacy. Protection without peace. You built a fortress. Then realized you're trapped inside it. You once wanted freedom. Now you schedule when sunlight hits your skin. You tell yourself this is control. But deep down, you know. Control and imprisonment can look identical. You knew this call was coming. You just didn't know when. The young operator sits across from you. Early 30s. Sharp eyes. Still believes power means control. He wants your position. Everyone eventually does. He speaks carefully. Respectful. Measured. Hungry. You see yourself. Years ago. Before the money. Before the blood. Before the silence. He asks the question nobody asks directly. How did you get here? You almost laugh. Because the answer is simple. One compromise at a time. You trade pieces of yourself slowly. So slowly you barely notice. A boundary. A friendship. A principle. A name. A face. Then one day. You look around. And there's nothing left to trade. Only the throne. You run networks spanning 14 countries. Politicians owe you. Cartels fear you. Intelligence officers avoid your territory. Your word moves markets. Starts wars. Ends careers. You are untouchable. And completely alone. That is the final truth. Power doesn't corrupt. Power isolates. It strips away everyone who knew you before. Until even you struggle to remember who that was. The young operator waits. Still hungry. Still ambitious. You study him. Then slide a folder across the table. Inside is an address. No name. No explanation. Just an assignment. He looks at the paper. Then at you. You say only 4 words. Don't ask why. He nods. He thinks he understands. He doesn't. Somewhere tonight, a phone vibrates at 2:13 a.m. A new trigger puller checks an address. He believes he knows what he's walking into. He does not.